Hi, my name is William Schaeffer, and I have a book review today of Cheng Hsin, The Principles of Effortless Power, written by Peter Ralston. This is a pretty good book, and I confess I haven't gotten all the way through it. I'm seeing a trend, but there were two things he's talking about at the very beginning that really struck me as two principles I kind of use. And I'm especially aware of this being an actor. Now, this book is on the martial arts, and it talks a lot about how to view your body and the relationship of your body parts to themselves and to the universe around you. And that's a lot of what he's talking about. And the two things that I really liked were, one, posture. He mentions an idea that I discovered, or I use inadvertently. To keep good posture, imagine you're a series of discs, just stacked like that. And if you maintain a good posture, then the force of gravity will just keep those discs lined up. If you maintain good posture, it will just keep those discs lined up. And it will use less energy to stay standing or stay awake. And I work as an event security guard, and I can work a 12 or 16-hour shift, although I don't like to. But I'm lucky I can stay standing for that long. And a lot of it is this principle of posture, of imagining yourself as being a series of discs that are resting on each other through the force of gravity, and use the force of gravity. The second principle I liked in this book, at the very beginning, is he talked about grounding and about the different parts of the body, but he talked about grounding your feet through your heel to the ground, and used the word more like being connected than grinding like an electric grinder. So being connected through your heel. In all movement, your connection to the ground is through your heel. And the other thing he mentioned was that you should keep your weight primarily on one foot or the other. And all movement begins with one foot. You're balanced with your weight evenly distributed between your 2 feet. Then, if you need to move or react, you have to first shift your weight to 1 foot and then move and react. If you're in a fighting situation, this will slow you down. If you're in a defensive situation, this will slow you down. So he suggested always keeping your weight on one of your 2 feet primarily and just shifting it. Now, I found the same sort of thing, is you can stand for a long period of time if you keep your weight primarily on 1 foot or the other. And I learned this by hearing about the Maasai tribesmen or cattle herders. They would do that by resting their 1 foot on the other foot. But the idea is keep your weight primarily on 1 foot, 1 leg, or the other, and primarily on the heel. And then you're ready to respond to any situation. Now, in acting, this is good, because right when the director calls action, you can move. And you're spontaneous and quick, like they started filming right in the middle of a gesture or a movement. And if you practice standing and walking this way, you can be more responsive to the actions and activities of the other people in the scene. But nevertheless, I was impressed with the similarities of these two simple concepts for two concepts that I think about all the time. And so far, it's been a very interesting book. Now, you have to be patient because he very thoroughly discusses the concept he's talking about. And that's part of the reason why I haven't finished the book yet. It's not a quick, easy read. Each concept is about a page or page and a half, and you need to think about it. And this would be a good book that you could read for a long time and think about the concepts as they're introduced one by one. And the practices, the mental practices of martial arts are very useful in the regular arts of musician, painting, acting, just at the very simple step of being a background actor. And recently an assistant director told me it all starts with the walk. Acting all starts with the walk. And the way you walk defines your character as an actor. Well, everything in the universe is connected and all skills can be connected. And I think you'll find this book, Cheng Hsin, Principles of Effortless Power, to be very interesting. Thank you, and leave your comments below.